Hey everyone, this is Christy, Salty Stitcher Designs. This is a channel about cross-stitch, and I design cross-stitch projects based on my travels. We are nearing the end of August, and it is time for an August recap. I hope you'll stay and join me. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, we are approaching the end of August, and I participated in WIPGO this month, and the August WIPGO numbers were, and I'm looking at my trusty sheet here, they were 12 and 15. And so I worked on my own designs and worked on a full coverage and worked on one of my WIPs. So my own designs, you saw all of the new releases at Marketplace. Those are the ones that I worked on. We had the puppy, we had the kitty, pumpkin patch, the hibiscus, and Tahiti. And I'll put a link to those new releases. We just finished up Needlework Marketplace, which was a lot of fun. Big thanks to Bobby for setting it up and facilitating. It was a great virtual show. Those are my favorites because we don't have to leave, obviously. So it's really nice, and everything has shipped out. So if you placed an order with me, you should be getting your packages this week. I shipped them out for the most part same day, with the exception of Sunday, and we are almost done. I have one more to ship today and one more to deliver today, and that should wrap it up. I think they're going to keep it open for a couple days to continue ordering. That's what they did last year. So if you can't get on for some reason to Needlework Marketplace, just shoot me an email, and I'll put my email in the description so you can order wholesale for the shops. If you want a PDF, all but one of my new releases is up on my Etsy site, so feel free to jump over there and take a look. Okay, so we're gonna get back to WIPs. I got a little off track there. So number 12, so we had Harry and Bessie as the full coverage, and I did do some work on Harry and Bessie. Not as much as last month, but still a pretty good amount. So this is the pattern. And I worked up in the top left corner, mostly on his white fur and his ear, and his little, I guess you'd call it a little cheek there sticking out. And this is what I have so far. Get a good look at it. So this is that top left corner, and there's Harry's ear and kind of his cheek coming into play. I put about 1,000, maybe 1,200 stitches in this one. This is a fun one, but it was not called for September, so it is going back into the container. So we're gonna create our put it away pile over here. Okay, that was Harry and Bessie. The second one I worked on was a WIP, so this is we're still on WIPGO number 12, and it was the Mermaid. So I worked on Cosmic Mermaid, and I worked on Mermaid Treasures, Amethyst. Because they sit in the same bag, Cosmic Mermaid is a bonus chart, and I'm gonna just take both of them out here. Okay, so first, Cosmic Mermaid. This is a primitive hare. I'm really excited. I'm debating keeping her out to finish, but we'll see. I think we have maybe, let's see, is it on my WIPGO again? Yes, Cosmic Mermaid is on my WIPGO again, so maybe I'll just put her away from now, take a break, and finish her on the next go around. So this is what I have. And this is stitched on a 32 count. I'm forgetting there we go. There we go. So I just have the bottom, doing this backwards, the bottom of the tail left in her hand and a little bit of back stitch. I've been trying to do the back stitch, and then I have a few beads to put in. But again, this is where I'm at so far. Yeah, I really, I'm just taking a look also. I really am enjoying this. I can't wait to finish her. She's incredibly unique, which is why I like this primitive hair pattern. So that's gonna go in there. And then the one actually called for WIPGO was Bella Filippina, Mermaid Treasures, and this is Amethyst. Get a good close-up of her. She's gorgeous. I made some great headway on her. I'm not going to take her out of, I'll loosen the, well, let's take her out of the hoop since we're putting her away for a minute. And here's my little helper. Oh, let go. Here's my little helper. This is Miss Elena. This is Miss, oh, and all she wants to do is play. All right, so let's go ahead and take Mermaid Treasures out of the hoop since she's gone back. And we'll get a good look at her. Move this. All right, so this is on an opalescent fabric, and that's where I am. So I did a lot of work just kind of on her torso area. I did a little bit of work on the big amethyst, but lots of color changes right in here and in here. So put about 1,000 stitches, that's my goal in, and I really love how she is turning out. So we'll put her back in. The kittens are incredibly playful today. So I found these kittens in the front yard, in the garden. Mama cat is very feral. I feed her occasionally, but she's just hanging out outside. I'm trying to figure out how to catch her. And yeah, so more to follow on the kitten situation and the cat situation. Okay, so let's move on to number 15, the second August WIPGO call, and my full coverage was on the lanterns. And during Needlework Marketplace, I really did not have time to jump on and do a video, so I did a few stitches with me. And here are the lanterns. And this one, so all of my, I think I mentioned in the intro, all of my cross-stitch projects are kind of, at least the ones I design are based on my travels, inspired by my travels. So this one was, I think it might be my oldest full coverage now. And it was from a trip to Vietnam. I did add this to my Omanik factory frame. I think you can no longer purchase these. I don't think they're making them anymore. But I managed to get one on clearance. I put her on the, I had one with bigger sidebars, and it didn't really work out well for me. I felt like I was hugging the project. I couldn't reach around. So luckily I got these shorter sidebars, and this is working out really well. So I worked a lot on the red lantern, and then I had 3 stitch with me's, and I worked a lot on the lantern, and then I worked up at the top green lantern at the top. So this is about 1,000, maybe 1,200 stitches. And y'all, it took me, I fought with this thing for probably an hour trying to get it in. And the problem was I didn't leave enough room on the top to to really get it into the frame so it can grab and hold and put tension on. So I know usually the rule of thumb is 3 inches on each side. And that's probably overkill if you're using a Q-snap. But if you're using one of these scroll frames, I think 3 inches on the top and the bottom are a must. At least 3 inches, maybe even a fourth, so that right here in the groove, when you put the fabric in the groove, it holds. So this one is just, if I put too much, if I touch it too much, it might pop out the top. So being really gentle because I don't want to wrestle this thing again. And I don't have any fancy scroll covers. So I think I'm going to go find a very large pillowcase and just put it in the pillowcase and put this in the closet for safekeeping. I do have my floor stand downstairs. I left it on the floor stand. Knock on wood, the kitties did not bother it, so that's good. I just had visions of them jumping up and crawling across the frame. But yeah, time to put this up for the day. So that was my progress on the lanterns. And then my second called project for WIPGO was the Egret and the Dolphin. So let me find... That is the full... That is the lanterns, full coverage. It's going away. Okay, here we go. So, sorry, I left the pattern here. Let's get the cover. All right, so this is the Egret and the Dolphin. This is a Jean Farish design. It has one of my favorite Jimmy Buffett quotes on it. And it's, "I search the constellation for the tiny grains of sand where the song of the ocean meets a salty piece of land." Salty Piece of Land, I believe, was one of his novels. And I absolutely love this design. I am changing it just a little bit. So I am stitching from this yellow border right here that goes across down to the next yellow border. I'm taking out the alphabet and putting the word parrot head where Caribbean is. And Jean charted a number of different sayings. Parrot head is one of them. So Jimmy Buffett passed away in 2023 on Labor Day weekend. I forget if it was actually Labor Day. I think it was September 3rd. Which is coming up. So the 2-year anniversary of his passing is coming up, and I'm going to take this with me and stitch on it for Labor Day weekend and hopefully finish it. So that is my a little bit of insight into my future plans this weekend. I am heading down to Orlando to our new house. I'm shuttling a couple cats down to my husband and bringing some stuff. I don't want the movers to move, and yeah, I think I'm going to be stitching on, when I get a chance, on the Egret and the Dolphin. So it is going to stay out, and I plan to have a finish this weekend. So stay tuned for that. The exciting part is that I am driving down to Orlando with the kitties. We're going to do it in a straight shot. I think with the EV. Oh, I need to show you the pattern. I think with the EV I can make it in 15 hours, and that's with charging. So we're gonna do it in a straight shot here. But okay, here is the actual pattern where I'm at. I did change up some of the colors, so it was charted in Cosmo thread and in DMC, and I just tried to match the DMC as closely as I could. So it's not gonna be a perfect rendition of it, but I really enjoy the colors that I'm using. Let's see where. This is my bag of DMC. So really bright colors, bright yellows, pinks, blues. So I'm really happy with it, how it's turning out. And so for this month, I finished the Dolphin the other night, and then I finished some of the stars, and the heart, and then I started the Egret here. So I'm pretty close. There's just a bunch of words here, another border, and then parrot head at the bottom. So I think I can finish this weekend. So this is coming with me. This is staying out. For some reason I have this in, I don't know why I picked this bag, but I have it in a beautiful Garon totem bag. And it looks like a couple Disney villains. It's a Disney villain bag. Okay, so this one's staying out. We're gonna create a separate pile over here. Perfect. All right, take a sip. I love this mug. This is my Lafitte Trading Company mug. I found this in, or my coffee mug. I found this in New Orleans. If you've ever been to Lafitte Trading Company, it's down one of the alleys. I forget what street. Stumbled upon it, and it's a coffee shop, and has a nice gift store. It's pirate themed. So when I'm feeling kind of spicy at work, I bring the pirate mug out. Okay, so that is August WIPGO. So we're still going strong on WIPGO, and I think maybe next month, we'll talk about plans in a minute, but I think next month I should have a full WIPGO. Okay, so other things I worked on. I worked on the Modern Folk Embroidery Put a Bird on It Sal. And I used Silks for You, PR 148, Manny Dodonna, 40 count, Summer Sunset. And let's see. And this is what I have so far, and I think I can finish it this month. So right at the beginning of September, I should only have to do 1,200 stitches, but I think I can finish it. So this is coming with me on the trip. Really enjoy stitching. I really enjoy stitching on it. It's very beautiful. The fabric is awesome. The silk is awesome. I did order another hank of this color from Silks for You. So some of the tariffs are doing crazy things with our suppliers that are not in the US. So I was able to order a few hanks, I think, before a lot of the tariffs went into place. I'm hoping they were able to put it in the post, the Australian post, before the tariffs went into effect. So I should be expecting that here soon. And then finally, let's see. This is plans. Okay, so I'm going to regroup here and I'll be right back. All right, moving along, we're going to go into plans. So we'll start with, well, I mentioned already, put a bird on it. And I'm going to do 1,200 stitches. I may, if I get on a roll, I may finish, put a bird on it. And then right into WIPGO, number 14 was called. And 14 is the diver. And to refresh your memory, this is the diver. And this is where I am so far. I had another scroll frame, so I was able to put the diver on this scroll frame, which is working out well. So I have down the left done. I think I had 2 pages there. Now I can see the entire field, so I should be able to work across the top and start filling in some of the blue. And right here is right where the diver the frame of the diver starts to come in. So I'm pretty thrilled with how this is turning out. And I'm using one thread of DMC. Yeah, it's looking really good. It's coming along. I'm pretty excited. I like that I fit it on this scroll frame, and I'm gonna go put it on the floor stand today. I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to work on it this week. This is probably a project for when I get back from my trip. So this will be staying, but it is in the work on it September pile. Okay, and then Lady of the Flag. So I am really excited that Lady of the Flag was called again, and I'm definitely going to work on Lady of the Flag. I've said it a few times now. My goal is to finish Lady of the Flag this year, and I'm glad she was called for WIPGO. So this is Lady of the Flag, and I'm doing the blue conversion. If anyone wants the blue conversion, I can send you what I have. I can send you my chicken scratch. So my conversion was the blue conversion that used to be posted online in the group, but I think it disappeared. So I'm not sure where it went. I think it was deleted potentially. So I do have the blue conversion written down, and I can give it to you. I changed her hair, so I have a brown hair. I left her skin the same, and the dress is in blue. And this is, make sure I don't lose. This is where we're at so far. And I think Lady of the Flag and the diver will be probably stitches with me. So there she is. I'm stitching it on the We the People, the Constitution fabric. It's 30 count, 32 count. I'm using 2 strands of the called for DMC and conversion. And I do have all the beads, so I still need to bead her as well. I need to run into Memphis today. I'm going to meet with Memphis Sarah E. And I'm going to see if she has some Krynic, because I am running low on Krynic. Yep, so that's where she is. I'm really excited. This is definitely coming with me, although I don't know if I'll have a lot of time to stitch on her, but I'm going to bring her with me just in case. Just get her all secure. So look for some stitches, some stitch with me's this month with Lady of the Flag. We're going to make a pretty good push. Oh, here is let me show you my blue conversion since I have it printed out. This is not my picture. I took this off Facebook just to reference. So this is not my stitching, obviously. But this is the blue conversion, brown hair conversion. Leaving the skin the same, but the dress is in blue. The leaves are the green Krynic. So this is my reference picture. Kudos to whomever stitched her like that. It looks beautiful. So really excited about working on Lady of the Flag. Okay, let's put that up there. So we did the diver. Oh, okay, so WIPGO number 18, it's also the diver. So we need a goal of over 2,000 stitches on the diver. And then the next one is Anzak, and I need to grab that. All right, we have Anzak as the next call. And this is a long dog sampler. I'm using a few different silks. on it, and this is a 40 count fabric. This is where I'm at so far. So I'm stitching almost everything in red except for the landmass, Australia, and the New Zealand landmass, the North and South Island. So we'll do those in a different color. And I have it's an art silk. So this is the red and the gold. And then I also have different colors of the silk. So I'm going to decide what color I'm going to use. Maybe the greens or the blues for the continents. Yep. So that is Anzak. And I'm using, I think it's one thread. Oh, wow. Sorry, my needle minder. I think I may have taken some needles off somewhere. Okay, I'll have to figure that out. We'll have to figure out what project it came from. So yeah, that's Anzak. And I think it's coming out nice. I was suspicious a bit, but I think it's just that black work in the corner, but I think it's turning out really nice on this fabric. So I'm excited to put at least 1,000 stitches in on Anzak. Okay, so that's it for WIPGO plans. I don't think I'm going to take Anzak with me on this trip. I think I'm just going to put a bird on it and the Egret and the Dolphin. That should be enough. And Lady of the Flag, I'll bring those 3 projects, and that should keep me busy. Okay, 2 other things to add. If you watched my WIP parade, my mid-year WIP parade, go ahead and check it out. Check that out if you want to see all of the projects. But I pulled out this WIP, this Christmas WIP from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and I'm gonna start it over. I had it on some Aida. I was gonna make it into 2 ornaments. I was using some of the shiny DMC thread. I was using 3 threads. Anyway, it was not enjoyable to stitch. So I pulled a 32 count linen, Live and Die LA Snow Flurries, and I'm gonna use the same diamant thread. I think I'm gonna use the same diamant thread, or shift to Classic Colorworks Cupid and Weeks Dye Works Envy. I might shift over to that. And I think, and then I have some gold thread. I think this is maybe a gold sulky. It's a sulky thread. So I think I'm gonna stitch on that, restart that, and see how it goes. These are pretty simple. I think I can finish these this month pretty quickly. So that'll be fun. That'll go the WIP pile. And then Nisi Lynn, Patty Penn, and I are starting a new SAL. The SAL is from Boomerang Stitches, Freak for the Beak. Freak for the Beak. New pattern that just came out. You can order it from your local needle workshop. I've kitted everything up. I have all the beautiful thread. I kitted it up at StitchCon. And Patty Penn, in maybe her most recent video, is breaking this up into probably 9 or 12 different parts, and yeah, we're gonna stitch it together. And I think it'll probably be more like a start along, but we'll see. I'm gonna stitch it on some Bestitch Me Lunar fabric, 40 count. It's looks like a really pale blue and gray. It's absolutely gorgeous. I found this at StitchCon, so a little bit of modeling there, light blue. It's gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. So I can't wait to start that. Maybe I'll bring this and do a start at the house. So I think that is it for plans. I'm just looking at my notes over here. I think that's it for plans. I don't have any finishes or fully finished objects. For retreats, I am heading to Stitching in the Wild mid-September, so that's going to be exciting, driving down to Montgomery, Alabama for that. Going to see a concert. The Coral Reefer Band and the Doobie Brothers are playing in Nashville, down in Franklin, so just south of Nashville. So I'm going to catch them mid-month. And yeah, and then heading, like I mentioned earlier, heading down to Orlando to see the new house, help my husband with a few items, and I think we're going to hit the Epcot's Food and Wine Festival. It's going to be the second day it's open, and it is going to be probably absolute madness. But I think we're going to spend a couple hours in the park enjoying the food and the wine and all of the sights. It is the one festival we haven't made it to, so this should close out all of the festivals, so pretty excited. But I think that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, please subscribe. Yeah, so you'll be notified, and maybe hit the bell so you'll be notified when a new video comes out. Look for a couple stitches with me's, and then maybe a mid-month progress report when I get back. So I think that's it. Happy stitching, everyone, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.